Okay, up on Twitch, and I think we're up on YouTube as well. Yeah, okay, we're good. Nice. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah. It's only been a few days, but hopefully everything's been well. Yeah, for those who have been following F1, another amazing Brazil race. As usual, Max put on an absolute show. Especially, what he did last year at Brazil was already pretty insane, but this year, probably just as much from the pit lane to third. But yeah, so if you haven't been following GT7 news for a little bit, there was a recent announcement about a paid DLC that's coming. I do want to talk a little bit about this just to share some of my thoughts. And so let's go over quickly like what this DLC includes. So it includes it's kind of like the challenge series that we have currently in the base game. So the challenge series are a bunch of races that are definitely a lot more challenging than the single player ones, and um, and they're very specifically they can be short challenges, something maybe take like maybe 5-10 minutes to complete, or some can be full-on races, and you need to bring your own car to it, etc. So it's kind of like those ones, but all of them are full-on races. So let's just go back to all of them will be full-on races, and I think people pointed out that it's probably they will give you a car to use. So I think for example, because people point out, oh hey, like here it says it's a 1 meg, so they'll give you a Civic to use, and all the AI will also be only using Civics. But then there's also ones where they have a circle there and it sort of gives you a list of cars. Actually, no, like so this one, something like this, they will give you a list of cars to use. But if there's like a car in a circle right on the right side here, then the game would give you a car to use. So yeah, and obviously they're like proper races with like practice, qualifier, and then a proper race. And I think there is some oh no. Yeah, so it also says here um it's there's unique races. Some of them endurance are proper endurance races. They're probably gonna be Sophie 3.0, and it includes sort of a in-game credits boost essentially. I think they mentioned yeah. So here it says it's only for GT7 on the PlayStation 5. So if I do want to play that, I will need to pay for the upgrade essentially, because like I said, I'm still on the GT4 version. But yeah, it's definitely a step in the right direction in my opinion. Like for like I've always been very critical of the way the current single player is laid out, so the menu books, because they don't really give a proper structure in terms of a single player races. It's more of a checklist essentially. Like you don't really need to get new cars. You just drive. You don't even need to win, to be honest. There's not really much point for the cash you earn either. You don't need. There are a few here and there where you do need to upgrade your car, but it's again it's sort of a checkbox exercise, not really like mandatory or something. Um, but yeah, so like 50 new races is actually pretty good, I would say. And just from the looks of it, it seems like they are following like a more old school style um campaign or single player structure. And it's good and all, but I think the main problem with it at the end of the day is it's a paid DLC for some reason. It's why isn't this free? Like I agree that the spec free update will bring quite a bit of free stuff, like there's a couple of new cars that will be coming out. Obviously, the most prominent ones being the 296 GT3 and the Renault Space F1. But why isn't this part free? Like people have been clamoring for a proper single player structure for so long. But and then here they finally gave us something that resembles that, but it's paid. Just why? I just don't understand. Like it's if it's a casual audience, they probably not gonna pay for this because they don't really care. They just want to race online or just mess about in what we have right now. If it's a hardcore gamers, they will always like I don't want to automatically presume it's because of greed, like because from what we've seen so far with the whole game structure, it's more just incompetence or lack of understanding of what they have here. So that's sort of my big concern with this whole thing. And I believe the like some of the some of the rewards for completing the whole DLC is like unique body kits, such as what's shown here with the Beetle and the 911 body kit, which is sort of like off-road Baja body kit. That we don't have right now. But yeah, it's my only that's sort of my big issue with it. Why is it paid? Why can't it be free? Why isn't it free? And does this mean like in the future, like maybe GT8 or even GT9 in the far future, will the game be structured like this as well, where the the base game single player, it's very half-baked, it's very handheld, like it like it's meant for extremely casual audience to the point where it's not even fun, it's just a checkbox exercise. And then if you want a proper hardcore, or not really hardcore, but like a proper single player experience, you need to pay for it. I don't think that should be encouraged. Like people have already been saying, like, in the modern day, because games can be updated online and from almost day one after release, games came out incomplete. And this feels like a sort of extension of that, where oh, you want a more completed version of the single player campaign, here you need to pay for it. It just leaves a sour taste in my mouth, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm definitely very split on this. Obviously, it is a very good thing, like a proper single player campaign with a lot of the old school old school sort of structure and features, like qualifying, um, the sort of structure where you progress as you move on up, as you gain more experience. You first start with slower cars and then move on to faster cars, and then as you go through the middle of it, you get interspersed with, say, classic cars, maybe cars from a specific nation, etc. Maybe a specific drivetrain. But why does it have to be paid? It doesn't feel like it's something that a huge leap forward for the game. It's if you perhaps a qualifier system, I guess. But again, I feel like this is something that could be implemented the base game for free and not something that you need to pay just to experience. So especially with all the features that are coming for free with the spec free update already. So I am very split on this, and obviously because this does use GT Sophie, it does mean it's only for PlayStation 5. That I can understand, because simply Sophie by itself requires the additional computing power of the PS5, so PS4 can't handle Sophie, hence why it's only on PS5. But still, I'm just very split on this, chat. I'm just very split on this issue. but yeah. Obviously there is a bit of discussion online, say on Reddit, probably GT Planet as well, though I don't really frequent there. So yeah, share your thoughts on there if you want. And if you know, if it looks good for you, regardless, just go for it. You know, I think it's probably depending on the price, obviously. If it's something like maybe 20 30 US dollars, then it's probably worth it. I was always prefer it to be free, but if it's priced reasonably, I think most people would argue that it's actually worth it. So yeah. Um, okay, but let me show you the progress first. So I'll swap off to my laptop. So last time we did the Korea versus Japan, FR Classics, and NA Cup. So now we're probably gonna do Maximum Attraction, American, and the Coupe. So Maximum Attraction will need a four-wheel drive car, and I believe the Evo should suffice. Sorry, what's the PP limit? 530. Okay, so let me swap back to the game. So the Evo, actually a little bit high. Interesting. So yeah, 530 PP. We'll just drop the power slightly, and yeah, pretty much right there. Yeah. Okay, let's do this then. So the first race will be at Lake Maggiore. Oh no, that's Europe, sorry. Yeah, I'm a bit tired today, so it is slow here and there. Like full course, 6 laps, 10 cars. Okay. Some weather, and then 8 times, early morning to S7. Okay, yeah, let's put the show on the road. But yeah, it's I'm definitely quite split on that matter. For it's the step in the right direction, but yeah, I think that's obviously a lot of the comments I've read so far. It's quite positive on the power pack, but at the end of the day, I just don't think it's necessary for the DLC to be paid. It doesn't feel like a huge leap in what's. It doesn't feel like a big change in terms of, ooh, in terms of the gameplay structure. But yeah, okay, let's try to focus a bit here. We can always talk about it a bit later. Okay, got past that. Then a bit shaky. I did do a warm-up race earlier, but it's in a GT4 race car, so quite different to a road car. But at least I'm properly warmed up now, unlike previous streams. Still, the AI should have a power advantage over us, so we'll need to make up most of our time in the corners. Good Good run through here. Then what? Why did he break? Okay. Okay. I just heard a loud knock somewhere. It's probably one of my housemates. Then yeah, the Evo does feel a little bit more understeery compared to the WRX, so I need to be a bit more careful. Oh no, too late, too late, too late. And then, okay, take it slow, take it slow. Good. Oh boy, he's catching up. Okay, come on. Yeah, very soft suspension, like the WRX as well. So a bit unstable during heavy braking. Okay, let's see, let's see. Good. Then here. We got a good gap going. That's nice. And it looks like the Lexus will be our main competition this round. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Slow here. Okay, good, good, good. As long as you don't make any big mistakes, this should be a relatively easy one. The Lexus can't really catch up to us. It's quite sluggish in the corner from the looks of it. Good, good. Few second gap. We're definitely pulling away, getting little by little, I think. Ah, I forgot to check the used car dealership. See what's on sale. Maybe something interesting will be on sale. We can check that later. We can always check that later. 3-second gap, damn. Yeah, I really... You know, the car choices of the AI can definitely affect quite heavily what the difficulty of the races is. But perhaps a bit worse than, a bit more unpredictable than older GT games, because you know, older GT games, their campaign has sort of a fixed car list for each event, so you can sort of match your performance to that category, to the top cars. But obviously with this fan-made campaign, you're sort of at the mercy of whatever the AI chooses, or unless you make like a custom, you make a custom grid and add your own cars into the to give the AI. But yeah, if the AI picks something like that has like 200 more horsepower than you, it can be quite hard to catch up. But in this case, I think AI decided to pick some slightly weaker cars. Thankfully, we're having a relatively easy time right now. But yeah, so the power pack is coming on December 4th, I believe the news report says. So maybe the spec 3 update will be coming on that day as well. I presume they'll be coming out at the same time. Because I think it's reasonable to assume that the power pack will be using some of the newest cars added in the spec 3 update. So I presume they'll be coming out at the same time, which puts us as about 2 or 3 weeks away, 2.5 weeks away maybe, which not that far away actually, in all honesty. Very nice. Oh, the Camaro got past 911, interesting. And I think it caught up to the Lexus, okay. Okay, good. 4 seconds, yeah, definitely pulling away. Was Lake Maggiore one of our tracks with bad AI? I thought not. The AI usually is pretty good here. But maybe not as good as some other tracks, but usually decent at least. Because there's not really a particular corner where they're bad at, unlike some other tracks. Okay, I'm definitely taking off this jacket after the race. It's getting a bit warm. I should probably open the windows a little bit as well. Because last lap, just finish this. Who got a 215? Who is that? Is that the Camaro? A bit late for a charge, isn't it? It's already last lap. Plus it still probably isn't as fast as us in the corners. Yeah, the AI is charging now. Look at how much the gap closed between us and second. I think it's the same deal for Lexus as well. I feel it's a lot closer than before. Okay, just keep it steady, no need for theatrics. Was closing in fast. But here's the finish line. Nice. A late charge from the AI, that's for sure. I did not expect that. Oh, huge amount of cash. Nice. Okay, so how much was that? Good. We're up to 3 mil now for the campaign itself. Like, not including. Oh, sorry, just need a stretch. Yeah. So, like I said, the credits we've earned only from the campaign are up to 3 mil now. That's include like every like buying parts for cars and buying new cars and stuff. So yeah, quite a bit of cash. Anyway, that's like majority done. Oh, uh, next is Willow Springs. Okay, so go to the US now. This might be a tricky one because obviously it's a very high speed track. 6 laps, 8 laps. That's a lot. Okay, let's see. So it's evening, and then 11 times. It's a sunny day. Good, 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 good. We do have a rain race later on in Fuji Speedway, but it's at the end. So I'm not sure if the rain will even arrive by the time we finish the race. We do have a C7 in front of us, which doesn't bode well. And a C5 Corvette as well, and a Group 3 road car. Got some tough competition this time, boys. That does not include the 86, unfortunately. I think it only has like 200 something horsepower, like 210. So yeah, because that's the initial D variant of the AE86. So it's way tuned up. So yeah. So if I remember correctly, so at the start of this, ooh, sorry. At the start of the series, I think the 86 already is tuned up, but it's not like a big horsepower increase. So like maybe slightly better exhaust, slightly better intakes, etc. So it's only like maybe, I think the base, obviously the base 86 only has like 110 horsepower. And then at the start of the series, Bunta, the MC's, the main character's father, I think tuned it up to maybe like 130, 140. But it did change a lot of other stuff, so like the suspension and the gearbox is very much tuned for downhill, so like a very tight gear ratio, acceleration focused, and obviously suspension is tuned up for that as well. But then I think it's the Evil 3 race, yeah, race against the Evil 3, where the main character blew up his engine, so he had to get a new engine. And somehow, I believe, I don't think it's ever stated what engine they got, but I think most people theorize it's like a proper race car engine that you can't really put onto the road because of like emissions law and stuff. So yeah. And obviously it revs up to like 12,000 revs. I still remember a plot point being that like so the main character meets another 86 driver. He drives he doesn't drive the Torino, but he drives 11. But it's a tuned up 11 with a big turbo. So the main character actually asked him for help for figuring out what's wrong with the car. Because after the new engine, the car feels very weak for some reason. So he asked the 11 driver for help, and as it turns out, the new engine they put in revs a lot higher than the base engine. So he told him to get a new tachometer or rev meter that goes up to like 1400. So obviously the engine only revs up to 1200, but you know, a little bit extra there. And yeah, they had a race, and obviously the main character won. But yeah, I still think it's quite funny they put in a proper race car engine into the 86. And yeah, that's how the 86 got 200 plus horsepower. Because they stuffed the race car engine, pretty much stuffed the race car engine into it. Obviously it's still just theorized because it isn't explicitly stated what engine they got, what new engine they got, but most people guess it's like a race car engine just based on the performance and the horsepower. It's mostly based on performance of the car afterwards, as well as the rev limit of 12,000. Oh, hello, Corvette. Might be a bit tricky to find a place to pass. There really isn't a lot of overtaking opportunities in Big Willow Springs. Maybe last corner mostly? Maybe mostly first turn 1 and last corner. If the AI is driving competently, of course, like not braking in random spots like that. Okay, yeah. We definitely need to catch up in the corner somehow. So we need to be a bit careful, because the Evo isn't the most stable under heavy braking and high speeds. Okay, good. Oh, the Corvette's gonna pull away now though. That could be an issue. Got a decent run though, out of the last corner. Slowly reeling him in. Oh, he went back inside me, okay. Okay, he's gonna catch up. So we probably won't hold this first place for long. Okay, got a decent run. Yeah, it's closing in fast. Sorry. We should actually I should have properly defended the corner, to be honest. I forget the line. It's a bit more important just block him. Yeah, that corner always unstables the car quite a bit. Even if I, don't go on the curb or something. That's a back marker. Who is this back marker? What's a Clio? What's it doing here? It's really outclassed, unfortunately. Even against me, let alone the Corvette. Uh, held the inside line for turn 1 and then Corvette can't really pass on the outside. There's another back marker up front. What is it though? Oh, it's a 300. It's a fair lady. Coming through, coming through. Yeah, it's probably not gonna block the Corvette one bit. Oh, he's blocking him. Somehow. Oh, the Minister of Defense. The Fair Lady. Nice. And then... Okay. Got first as well. Next is Fuji. That's the rain race I was talking about. Okay, let me add this in. Oh, sorry. G Speedway, okay. How many laps? 6 laps. 6 laps of Fuji. Okay. There. I'm a bit concerned about the last section, because obviously the Evo isn't the most stable right now with the stock suspension. There's quite a bit of turning and changing elevations in the last sort of corner complex. Late morning. Late morning. 8 times speed. So it starts off cloudy, then ends in rain. Okay, I'm not sure what the game is gonna choose for the random weather in the middle. And hopefully it doesn't rain too hard by the last lap. Should be fine. There is the big start line straight though. So depending on what cars the AI uses, I have a bit of a trouble here. Oh, sorry, coming through. Sorry, my bad. We have a Group 3 road car. This isn't good. The Atenza, the Mazda in front, that's a Group 3 road car. Oh, rough on the curb. Okay, looks like it's just me and the Mazda fighting for the lead then. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Oh, the rear. Like I said, it's been stable. Now he's gonna pull away. The Ferrari behind is catching up quickly as well, so... The Mazda isn't pulling away as much as I thought. Maybe the AI slowed down a little bit. Good. It's gonna be tough to catch simply because we lose so much time on the start line straight. And any slightly longer section where he can go full throttle anyway. The main pain point is still the start line. Oh, the rear. We close the gap slightly. We also pulled away from Ferrari, thank God. That last sector is always tricky, especially with a slightly unstable car like this. Okay. Good. Went a bit wide there. Sorry, my bad. It's catching up. Yeah, I definitely need to block him as much as I can in the corners. The AI do back off a bit once you block him for the first time. So that gives me a little bit of leeway. Okay, good. It's catching up. And that's without the slipstream, I think. Slowing down though. A bit early on the brake there. Maybe that left-hander back there bit too early on the brakes. Ooh, this is too late. I think the Atiza, the Mazda behind us, does have a better brakes than us. But if I'm blocking the apex, it can't really overtake me on the inside. Okay, good. Yeah, I probably need like a 1 second gap at least to keep him behind us. Yeah, my bad. Did I break? Hmm. I don't know. It feels. Not sure about the braking for turn one. It feels a little bit too early, but if I go any later, I might not make the turn for some reason. It feels like. Yeah, I think it will be down to the last lap. And it's not raining quite yet. The rain's not even on the way there. Okay, come on. I can make the corner. Barely. Can we overtake him here? Oh no! Ah, now we're gone. Yeah, that one mistake. That one mistake last lap. The lap before. Brake too early. Let him get past. Should I upgrade the suspension with this thing? If you're gonna use it in the future, I think it might be worth it. It's probably worth it, I think. Shame, shame. Second. Okay. 27k. Okay, let's go and get the new suspension on this thing then. Actually, I wonder what's the performance like for the Mazda 3 road car? 1 second. No, not that one. This one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have it, so I can't really check out this what this gearbox settings is, but I feel like it should be a lot faster than that. So the AI probably held back a little bit already. Anyway, the new suspension. There. Ooh, almost. Almost right past the limit of 530. But it's still within the limit, so we're good there. Now let's tune it up a little bit. No need to go too extreme, I think. The car does feel a bit floaty though, so I might increase that. Okay. Oh, the natural frequency the same. Interesting. Okay. Like this, I suppose. Okay, good. Right at the limit there in terms of performance points. But the last race for the series is Interlagos, so we're off to Brazil. Interestingly, the group race B for this week in the sport mode, it's at Interlagos as well, using Group 4 cars. Okay, so 6 laps, 10 cars, and 5 starting in the middle. For the weather, we are starting on dawn times and some clouds here and there. Okay, let's see what the AI give us. Quite a tiring day for me, fortunately, so... Oh god, it's dark! Holy hell. There are no lights at Interlagos either, so... Oh god, why is it so dark? Interlagos doesn't have any lights, okay then. Something new, I guess. That's a Tuscan, don't we have that? That thing's pretty strong. Pretty fast, I mean. But yeah, definitely a lot more responsive now with a slightly stiffer suspension. Which is good news, I suppose. There's an R8 behind us, oh god. There's some very fast cars here. Obviously there's the R8, there's the Tuscan behind us, the TVR. And thankfully, with the 12 times speed, 12 times speed for the time, we're getting some light halfway through the first lap. That was scary, man. That was very scary. The dark like that, and Interlagos doesn't have any lights. I guess the Tuscan will be our main competitor. Yeah, it's right behind us. It's closing in. I think it uses a... What does the Tuscan use actually? Does it use just like a V8 or something? Needs to brake a lot earlier than us though. And we can brake even later. The R8 is third now though. Let's see if it actually catches up to us. Well, look at the sky. Jesus. Okay, that actually looked pretty amazing. Look at that. Uh, oh, went wide. Oh no. Oh no, I couldn't block him in time. Yeah, the R8 is closing in fast. Now that we're on the start line straight. Now, 100 meters seems to be about the right spot. The R8 is still some way behind. Oh, why does he brake so hard? Sorry. And he's off to the shadow realm. I did not expect him to brake that hard. My bad. Okay, good. Okay. With high downforce cars, you can pretty much make the previous corner flat out, but not in normal street cars, I suppose. Okay. Is the R8 still closing in, or did it sort of just hang back for a bit? The TVR is still up in our ass. Okay. I had to take a pretty compromised line to turn one to block him. Let's try to build a bit of a distance in this more technical section. Good. I had to take a pretty compromised line to turn one to block him. Let's try to build a bit of a distance in this more technical section. Good. Okay. Let's close in. I would need to try to block the inside. Nice. RA is hanging back, I think. Because we already got a competitor here with the TVR. Okay. We're holding on though, So mostly thanks to this technical section in the middle of the track. Okay, 1.2 seconds behind, but it's pretty much just gone as soon as we got. Yeah, damn, Jesus, that thing is fast. I have heard though, like, TVRs aren't. Maybe they are actually, no. So some of the TVRs, despite, you know, its big engine and so relatively lightweight chassis, is really tuned to be more of a sort of GT car, so kind of like the Bentley. No, actually more like a SLK, since both are sort of smaller coupes. So like SLK essentially, where you know it's really designed for cruising and comfort, relative, rather than raw speed and power and handling. So, which I think it's interesting because obviously with TVR, it's so most famous for its so raw aggressiveness in its cars. You know, no ABS, no traction control, big V8s with like 400-500 horsepower on a lightweight chassis. It's literally just you and the car and your skill on how well you can handle that much power. But yeah, no, they don't only make, you know, crazy cars, they make more sensible cars, somewhat, that meant meant for cruising rather than, you know, raw power and track, maybe even some track days here and there. Oh boy, I need to hold him off. Nice. Yeah, he chased us all the way from start to finish, pretty much. We made it through. 38,000. Good, good, good. Okay. That's this championship done. The 4-wheel drive championship. So what car do we use? How dark? Look at how dark it is at the start. Jesus. Anyway, we use the Evo 9, 9 and 9 and second, and it's what year is this? 06, 2006. It's a gray one. Okay, next race. It's a American Championship. reserved for only either Mustang or Camaros. And okay, that means we need to get a new car then, because the PP limit is 565. It's quite high. Quite a lot of laps as well. Oh yeah, use the car dealership. Let's see what we have. There's the Fair Lady. There is the Mustang Mach 1, but it's like quite a bit far away from the PP limit. So yeah, not sure if I want to get that. Yeah, nothing really stands out here. Oh well. So we can either get the Mustang or the Camaro. And we're using sport medium tires, so we might want to have some leeway in terms of performance point to change to the slightly grippier tires. So the Mustang GT is 548. 55. The GT 350 is quite a bit higher, so no. Same with the free road car. And obviously these are race cars, or we can't use those. So the base Mustang, the base Camaro, I suppose, the SS, like 564, like right at the limit pretty much. The CL1, yeah, 600 something, CL1. So nope, that's out of the question as well. We'll go for the Mustang then, I guess. I do have both cars in my garage before, but actually I'm feeling the Camaro. If we need to add like ballast or something, we'll do it. It's fine. Um, yeah, I already got a yellow one. Something different? Good, good, good. Okay. So, need to change the tires and probably add some ballast to it. Because I'm pretty sure they don't. Yeah, they come with sport hards by default. So that's. Oh, I added the car's price. Damn, 1 second. Okay. 582. Okay, that's quite a bit higher. So I'll get a power restrictor just in case. Just in case the ballast alone isn't enough. But hopefully we can get that down to 565. Okay. Ballast. Oh, max ballast, that's it. Right at the edge. Yeah, let's do this then. Actually, what's the... It should be pretty front heavy, no? With the massive V8 up front. That's... Yeah, quite a bit front heavy. Let's change the positioning. Closer? To a bit closer. 50-50 now. Yeah, good, good, good. Oh, but the PP limit is over now. Damn it! Oh well. Tune down the power then, I guess. 5. Yeah, this will do. Bit less horsepower, but much better weight distribution. Okay, so this is quite a long championship actually. Let me record. Mero SS says as 2016, and it's a blue. Okay, so it's quite a long championship with 6 races, but the first one is at Road Atlanta. So let's do that. Atlanta. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay, and it's 6 laps. Should be 10 cars. Yep, 10 cars. 5 laps. No, sorry, start in the middle. And in terms of weather, it's sunrise, 10 times speed, S10 into S7. Okay, let's do this. Well, I haven't driven these type of cars in quite a while, so I may need some time to get adjusted to them. So, anyway. Okay, here we go. Starts in dark again. We have quite a bit of horses under here, so hopefully we won't lose the AI as much. But obviously we did add quite a bit of ballast onto this thing. Gotta watch the rear. Look at how wide the tires are on the Group B road car for the Evo. Jesus. For once we actually have the power advantage? Uh, want to risk it. We did have the inside, but feels like that Lancer might crash into me if I try to force it. We can't keep up with the AI for once, so the F-type's coming in hot. So let's overtake the Lancer. Oh, I think I messed up. I did. Oh yeah. Somehow made it? Yeah. The brakes aren't as good as the cars I've driven before, so I need to take that into account. It feels nice, finally have some power under here. Finally we can keep up with the AI somewhat. In terms of straight line speed. Oh no! Understeer, understeer. I think the F-type would be our main opponent here, because as you see the lap before, it's actually catching up to us in terms of in the back straight. It's handling okay though, the Camaro, which is surprising. Obviously it does, you need to be careful on the corner exit. And it does understeer if you push it too far, but really need to be careful with the braking. It's not quite good enough for this kind of speeds. So far so good. nice. Oh, it's coming in fast. Block. Good block. That was close. Still a bit too close to comfort for that breaking point. I think what's helping a lot actually is the medium tires. Because it's quite an effective compound for this kind of speed. I think we will struggle a little bit more with hard. Not saying the car will become undrivable, but I feel medium is that perfect middle ground where the car, you can still sort of feel the limits of the car, but not grippy to the point it doesn't feel fun to drive with the soft. So like sport soft I think might be overkill a bit, maybe a bit overkill to the point where you can't even really feel the car, you know, sort of sliding a little bit here and there. But medium is kind of like perfect middle ground. Ooh, just take a look at the inside. Pretty. Here it comes. So really need to be careful with the gas. Otherwise the rear will go out. It will snap. It will snap back on you. Okay, nice. Beautiful, beautiful. Ah, god damn it, another bot in Twitch. Quite a few bots in Twitch, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, the best you can really do, I guess, it's block. I'm not sure reporting helps, but I think the best thing is just do is just block them, I think. So, oh god, he's close. That tire is very close. Block. Sorry if you hear that, but a really loud bike just went past. Yeah, some really loud bikes. Some bikers really loud bikes live in this neighborhood, so uh, and they sometimes drive their bikes around really late in the night as well, so it can be a bit annoying. If you work the night shift, it's fine since you're awake anyway, but if you're sleeping, especially if you're a light sleeper, it can be a bit annoying. Easy. Yeah, these sport medium tires are putting in work, I can tell you that much. .2 seconds as a start. It's almost gone. We definitely need to block here. It's the last lap. Good, beautiful. Yeah. Like I said, I think the tires really help a lot. Okay, just wait 1 second. Let me block this spot. E uh, block. Good. Okay. Clean race bonus. Nice. Good bit of cash. Okay, we got first for this one, which is good. And then after that is at Interlagos again. Really? Again? Okay. Uh. Okay. There is something I want to check actually. Is this the only Camaro in the game other than are there like any old Camaros in the game? I think that's my question. Because obviously there are a couple like old Mustangs with like the Mach 1, the GT350, etc. But I don't remember seeing any old Camaros. I only see old Chargers. There's the old Charger, there's the Super Bee, there's the Firebird. But let me take a look 1 second. But I'll set up the race in the meantime. Interlagos, then 6 laps, 10 cars, running in the middle. Okay, weather. Late morning, 8 times speed, cloudy start. Shame they don't have rain for Interlagos. It's pretty famous for having rain races. Oh well. Oh, why did I quit? Damn it. Sorry. Let me set everything back up. Uh, good. Okay, let me take a look. By manufacturer. So we're looking for Chevrolet. Oh, there is a old Camaro here. It's the Camaro Set 28 from 1969. Okay. Wait, isn't there a generation of Camaro that looks a bit weird? Like it looks a bit like a Corvette instead, or maybe like a yeah, it looks a bit more like sports car. It looks a bit more sporty than the typical muscle car look. Let me let me let me take a look. Camaro. Wiki. I think that's the generation from the 90s. 1 second. Yeah, the fourth gen Camaro. Even the third gen. So the generation from 82 to 92, and then generation from 93 to 2002. They look a bit weird in the sense that they look a bit more sports car like rather than. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So yeah, so this generation of Camaro and this one, they look a bit weird. They don't have the typical sports muscle car look, where it's much more like a coupe or sedan look. But instead, they look bit sleeker, I would say. Kind of like the Firebird. But yeah, maybe they should add one of these ones. Like, why not? So that's the 5th gen, which is what we have now. Yeah, maybe they should add these ones. How about the Mustang? So Ford, we're looking for Ford. So for Ford, we have the Boss to 429 and a Mach 1. Wait, maybe Shelby? Maybe the other Mustang is under Shelby. There should be one more, no? 1 second. So we're looking for S. There should be somewhere here. There, yeah. This should count, right? It's a Mustang, it's still a Mustang. GT350 from 1965. Okay. Yeah, so there's technically three old Mustangs here with the GT350, the Mach 1, and the Boss 429. But there's only one old Camaro with this 1969 one. Okay, let me switch back to the game. Maybe they should add a few more old Camaros. Why not? Oh no, what's going on? Okay, the Wi-Fi is back for some reason. Okay, let's get racing. Tangent over. Let's get racing. There's a Urus behind us, there's a Viper behind. Okay, now we have some really stiff competition. We have a C8 in front of us. There's the Viper, there's the Urus. Uy, uy, uy. Okay, now we have some stiff competition here. RZ set Group 3 road car, okay. Okay, let's see how close we can get to the Corvette up front in this corner section, in this technical section. The Corvette should have better brakes than us though, so that might be a bit of an issue. And obviously it's mid-engined. That's the latest generation, the C8, hence why it's mid-engined. I still think it looks great, like even though it's a pretty big departure from in terms of engine layout from everything before. I still think it looks great. I don't have I seen one in the UK though? Maybe, I can't quite remember. I do remember seeing one in Japan, which is, you know, quite rare, a right-hand drive Corvette. And I think it's the same color as well, the light blue color. And yeah, it does look pretty good. And at this point, you could argue, like, even the C7, to be honest, the C7 and the C8, they're not really muscle cars anymore, but like proper sport cars. They don't really have that sort of muscle car look, if you know what I mean. Especially the C8 with the mid-engine layout. We are close. We're fighting him though. Okay, good. Let's close the gap a bit more here. At least try to. Beautiful, beautifully done. Around the outside as well. I'll break myself though. Damn. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, how quickly is he gonna close that gap though? He does have the horsepower advantage over us. There's also the Viper, but is he gonna catch up? That's the thing, since we're already fighting with this Corvette. Okay, so 100 meters still work? Actually, maybe even closer than that. Beautiful. Okay, okay, let's take a chill. Let's slow down. No need for heroics. As long as we keep it steady, we should be able to hold him off. Okay, nice. Easy. Bit too aggressive there on the gas. Obviously the Viper did pull away from everyone because it does have a lot of horses under the hood. It's not really catching up to us, which is good, I suppose. A bit late, just a little bit late. Obviously, I think if you're following, you know, some of the racing game YouTubers, they did get an early access version of spec-free GT7. Oh no. But I wonder if there's more. Obviously, they did say quite a few already and showcase quite a lot in the press, in a few of the press releases. But I wonder if there's more. Hopefully there's more, because yeah, because obviously a big selling point of Spec 2 back when it first came out is a lot of single player content, a lot more races, and obviously the expert license as well. Hopefully they do the same for Spec 3, because I think those that like I still think the events is still the best part of the Spec 2 update, not necessarily the cars or the tracks. So hopefully they add a lot more, and obviously we do have we at least confirmed one new track coming, which is Yas Marina, and from Abu Dhabi. Here it comes. Now this is a lot more manageable. So yeah, like right at the 100-meter mark, I think that's the point to break. Oh, you know what we can do now? Now that a Space V1 F1 is coming back in, you can do a van race. So you have the high ace, you have the high ace ambulance. I'm not sure if there's any engine swap for it, but yeah, there's a high ace ambulance. There's an Alphard, which you can swap the V10 from the LFA into it. And obviously there's the Space F1, which has a F1 V10, I believe. Yeah, V10 engine from F1 in it. So you can do like a super fan race consisted of those cars. You can even include the Unimog, the Mercedes truck. That's more of a truck or a pickup rather than a van, but yeah, that's a cool idea, I suppose. Here he comes again. It's the last lap though after this, so okay. Okay, good. Okay. Take it easy, no need to rush. Okay, good. Good gap between us and the Corvette, so we should be pretty safe. Perfect. Nicely done. Good amount of cash as well. Okay, what's next? I think the next one is a Daytona, isn't it? Yeah, Daytona Speedway Tri-Oval. So that's the essentially the NASCAR layout. Daytona. There, Florida. Okay, 10 laps? How? I presume one lap using this car on Daytona is probably like maybe a minute, maybe a little bit more over a minute. So we should be fine. Daytona, it's okay, starts at twilight and 11 times speed. S08, S07. Good. Okay. After this is the back to Willow Springs, but not the big Willow course. It's a Horse Thief Mile course. So that's like the go-kart track. Okay, let's see what we have here. There's a Urus up front. There's a GT by Citroen. Oh, I'm not sure how fast that thing is actually. There's a 430 Scuderia. Yeah, I think it'll just be between me, the Urus, and the GT. Yeah, the rest maybe not quite as high. Well, the Scuderia should be pretty fast. I guess the only issue is, do we have enough power to actually catch up? Or do we need to do a bit of bump drafting? Oh, hello. Yeah, I think the balance is starting to show its effects here, that's for sure. It's definitely weighing the car down quite a bit. Coming through. Yeah, you can't even get to 6. Oh, granted, this is already still very fast, 285 kilometers per hour. But yeah, the ballast is definitely weighing us down quite a bit right now. Okay, let's do a bit of drafting here. Oh god, the Corvette! I did not expect the Corvette. Oh god, what the hell? Dude, watch it. Yeah, I did not expect the Corvette actually. This could be an issue. Definitely need the slipstream. Are we gonna get it though? That's the question. Oh god, the AI. Okay, yeah, this is not looking good. I might need to do some bump drafting. There's someone behind me to catch up. The thing is though, the AI doesn't really have a concept of bump drafting. Let's try it with the Ferrari. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but it's worth a try, I suppose. If we can actually keep up with him? Oh no, this doesn't look good. We're sort of isolated now. Oh boy. Yeah, they're just pulling away now. Oh boy. Ooh, this could be it. The Citroen... The Citroen isn't catching up to us either, so... Yeah, well... I guess this is it. Like, yeah, the Scuderia and the Corvette is pulling like 46-second lap times. I'm only getting 50. The power difference is quite big. Well, damn it. This is there's another Ferrari behind us. It's the standard F430. Could we bump draft him then? I'm not sure if we... I guess it's worth a try? Yeah, it's catching up to us really quick, so... Let's try to let him through some. Let's try to let him through somehow. Then once he get past, we slip into a slipstream. Or not? Shit! No! Just getting further away. Damn it! Ah, damn it. There he goes. He's just gone. I don't even have a chance to draft him for a bit to catch up. He's just gone. Ah. Oh boy. There's some traffic up front though, I think. But I think they got past them pretty quickly, so... Yeah. Not even a chance. It's a Supra. Okay, Supra is in last place, interesting. Okay. Yeah, no, everybody in front of me is just keep pulling away. The traffic doesn't help. Doesn't really help slowing them down a bit. I want to try something after this actually. Let's I want to try one make using my car only. So like using what I'm driving right now only. And see if the AI actually still behaves like this. Because obviously if it's a one make then it should mean that everybody has the same performance. And not like this where they got a faster car so you just win. How is the Scuderia outpacing the Corvette? Sure. Okay. Okay. That was a pretty disappointing one. Fourth. Okay, let me try a one make. Let's see if the AI is still like this. Cause that might be the way to go for future over racing, cause this is just not fun. I mean, just because the AI has more power, hence why they just win. Okay, let's see. Maybe not 10 laps. Let's only do 5. It's just a sort of experiment. Uh, one make. Let's keep it intermediate. Okay. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh no! I think I know what's going on. One make just means they just use the same car. It doesn't mean they use this exact car that I'm driving right now. So yeah, they don't. So essentially, what they're driving don't have ballast, don't have the slight power restriction that I put on. I do have better tires, but it's oval racing. You don't really. It doesn't matter as much compared to normal track racing. It's a lot closer though. I'll give you that. So okay, let's try to make it all the way up front and see if the AI will catch back up. Or do we just run away with it after we got to the lead? Well, um, hmm. Obviously I hit the wall, so they are catching back up somewhat. Let's do one more lap and see. Because ideally they should. Good. They are slowly closing in. I don't think they quite have my slipstream yet though, so they aren't closing in as fast as they could have. But yeah, whenever there's a bit of a longer straight and not on the banks, they do catch up slightly. And obviously with slipstream, they should have a better lap time than me. Yeah, they are closing in. Okay, so this is a lot closer. This is a lot closer. I might do one mix. Yeah, for Daytona specifically, I might just do one mix. Because it is just, essentially just full throttle all the way. There's no need for braking, unlike, say, in Indy, or maybe another oval track. Like, I might even do it for Northern Isle, because last time we did there is pretty big disaster. But yeah, again, just because the AI has more power, they just win. I might go with that for next time, but anyway, moving on. Willow Springs. And it's the Horse Thief Mile, so yeah, it is the go-kart track, essentially. 15 laps. Yes, this is a lot. 10 cars, starting 5th in the middle. Okay, let's see the weather. Okay, what? Oh no, this is the 4th race. Sorry. This is the 4th race. Then 8 times speed. SR2, SR1. Okay, good. Okay. Again, the previous race with the Camaro was just an experiment thing, so I won't be adding the cash I earned there into the bank balance. But okay. Okay, let's see what we have this time. There's a Countach behind us. There's also a Viper. But this is essentially the very technical track, so their power advantage shouldn't come up as often. But this aspect of advantage is what happened with the other tracks. We need to be careful ourselves though. So obviously a mistake here can be quite costly. Oh no! That was close, that was very close. I was right on the edge, I think. The lap here is actually slower than Daytona, interesting. Like what, Daytona we get 50 seconds flat pretty much every lap. Here is 50, maybe 55. if I really push it. Or maybe 56 actually. But yeah, a lap here is actually slower than Daytona. Break enough. Early, a bit early, but can change that next lap. So we have the yeah. Then hit the. I went over the side a little bit. So we have the 959, the Porsche, and the Viper behind us. But they can't really catch up because there's not really a big straight for them to use their power. Uh-oh. Oh. Sorry. Hit an invisible wall, you see that? What? Okay. A bit late again. Oh, the Viper got past Porsche. Okay. Let's see how quickly it can catch up then. If it even will. Pretty chill race so far. I'll not tell you that much. It's not even like Tsukuba where there is that back straight for the AI to stretch his legs a bit. But here there's literally no place for that. It's just too many corners, too many U-turns. Okay. Still a good 2 second gap between the two of us. Between me and the Viper. Easy, easy. We went on the dirt there, so they want to push the throttle too much. Good. Oh yo. No! Oh no! Oh no! I messed up! I messed up! This is bad! This is bad! This is bad! All the way to the edge! Holy hell! There's a Viper though. Hello. Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Just when I think I had an easy race, but nope. It is my fault. It is my fault. But, oh well. One of the sand there. Save it though. Save it. Save. Oh, there's still 6 more laps. Yeah, it's a very long race. Probably doesn't. It feels long because of the sheer number of laps, I think. Not necessarily because of the time. Like if you race at Interlagos for 5, 6 laps, it's probably a similar amount of time. Not quite the same, but similar. But it doesn't feel that long because you're only doing 5, 6 laps. Here you're doing double digits. So yeah, maybe like for the creator of this fan-made campaign for really short tracks like this, maybe you can sort of shorten them slightly. The only exception, I guess, is Tsukuba, but even because though I feel like Tsukuba is like the perfect length to do a lot of laps on. It's not too short, it's not too long, but even still, it might be a good idea to keep. You not have so many laps for these short race tracks. It does feel quite tedious. Okay, good, good, good. 3 more laps, come on. Nice. Oh god, 7 seconds. We're a huge lead now. Yeah, unfortunately the base game AI isn't quite good enough to handle very technical tracks. Obviously Sophie would be a lot better. I've heard very good things about Sophie, even though I've never raced her before. Um, but you know, she is like a proper learning AI, so she needs a lot of training on like a specific track before she could be implemented. That's why she's not available for every single track in the game. But I presume since, you know, with the power pack, the upcoming paid DLC, and them pretty proudly saying that both of the races will be against Sophie, I presume all of the either they trained Sophie on a lot of tracks ever since she was released, not just the ones we've been getting, but also the races will only be held on tracks that Sophie trained on. So it might limit the track diversity a little bit, depending. It depends at the end of the day how many tracks do they train Sophie on. But yeah, hopefully the devs trained her on a lot of tracks so they can keep the Power Pack campaign fresh and new. Last lap, just gotta bring it home. A bit wide. It's over! Oh yeah, yeah. That felt like ages, I'll be honest. Anyway. Next race, Laguna Seca. So still very sandy, but a bit more corners this time. Sorry, a bit more not variety, but yeah, a bit more variety in corners, I suppose. 6 laps as well for that one. What else? Okay, Laguna Seca. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I just saw it. Here. Okay, good. 6 laps, 10 cars, sun in the middle. Then it's set as present weather, so this one. Then time of day is twilight times. Okay. Yep, fixed weather for this race, which is a bit of a rare one, I suppose. Sorry, need a stretch. Okay. Oh, we got quite a few. Yeah, we have some tough competition here, I think. We have the Corvette Group 3 road car. We have a Viper behind us as well. Ooh. And another R8 as well. Oh, sorry, my bad. I turned as if the 911 isn't there, so that is my fault. Who will be our main competition though? That is the question. You don't want to hit a sausage curb. That ruins your good cornering on that corner. It's always a bit hairy hitting the sausage curb. It just lifts up your car entirely, so you lose traction quite for that split second. Here comes a Corvette. Okay, how's the Viper doing? I'm more concerned with the Viper, to be honest. It does have a lot of horses. But Laguna Seca is a bit more technical, I would say, so the Corvette might still be my main competition at the end of the day. Sorry. Okay. Oh, the Viper got past somehow. What happened to the... Where's the Corvette? It's not even on the list anymore. Did it mess up? So that's Viper second, 911 Mustang, Supra, M2 R. Yeah, it's just gone. I guess it messed up somewhere. It probably spun out or something. Guess it's the Viper that's chasing us now. Okay, good. It doesn't turn as well as a Corvette though, so I think I can take advantage of that. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, the Corvette is slowly catching up, bit by bit. I think it's still technically the fastest car here. But I think with only 3 laps left, I don't think you can catch up back to second. I might, okay, that I do need to brake for that corner. Okay, never mind. Making its way up quick, the Corvette is back to up to 6th already. I might want to check the replay just to see what happened to the Corvette. Because it's literally right behind me for 1 second and then the next he's just gone. Not even on the not even on the ranking on the left. We're pulling away from the Viper, which is good news. So yeah, even though it's pretty fast, it's just couldn't keep up in the corners. Good, good, good. Okay. Our Corvette is back to 4th. Just right behind the Mustang, goofy road car. We're down to the last lap though. So I don't think the Corvette will be catching up to us anytime soon. He still has to get past the Mustang and the Viper. So yeah. Plus I think there is some distance between the Corvette and Mustang. So yeah. Nice easy win for us, I suppose. Because the Corvette somehow messed up. A bit too late. Oh no. A bit too fast through there. We're okay, we're okay. We so recovered. Okay. Good, good, good. Relatively easy victory for us. Another first place. Last. Okay. Okay, let's check the replay because I do want to know what the hell happened to the Corvette. And ah, sadly there's no. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see. Display all. So it should be the next lap. Yeah. It's still second. Okay, so it's what happened on the. So it's what happened on the second lap. Oh, we caught it, we caught it. Let's see what's going on. So coming into the corkscrew. Oh, it lost its rear. Oh my god, that's a big spin. That's a big spin. It hit the wall while trying to recover. Oh my lord. Yeah, so it ended up in 9th. We brake. And it's just, the rear just gave out. Then I couldn't hit the wall. Jeez. There he goes. Okay, now we figured out what happened. He messed up at the corkscrew. Okay. So last race, and I'm afraid last race for the day as well, because I am a bit tired. Blue Moon Raceway, or Speedway. So, and we are doing the sort of oval track for this one, I believe. Yes, full course. So we're not doing the infield road courses. Okay, 10 laps as well. There should be a slightly easier one, because for the first turn you do have to brake, but for the second one you do have to sort of let go of the gas for a bit just to let the car turn. Anyway, Dawn, and then 11 times speed, time rate. It's a cloudy day. Okay, so hopefully it will go a bit better this time, because there are those two corners where both of the corners actually. So where you do need to slow down, which for the AI might make it slow down a bit too much. Okay, here we go. There's the Countach as well as the Corvette in front. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh, it's a Ford GT. Oh, okay, that's probably going to be the fastest car here. Yeah, so this one, so the second turn here, it is full throttle. But the third one, you do need to slow down slightly. Only issue is, do I brake or not? Okay, I definitely need to brake. Oh boy, this does not look good. Yeah, they don't. I'm still losing a bit too much. I'm still losing way too much time on the full throttle sections. Yeah, the Ford GT is like 4 seconds per lap faster than us. Yeah, we're not even catching up to fourth place. We're just losing way too much time in the straights. Damn, this was a bit of a mistake, I suppose. Damn it. Yeah, no, they're just gone. The first four cars are just gone. I'm barely hanging on against this Countach. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Yeah, for any future oval race, we might just have to put all the cars into the same car as me, because otherwise the AI would just pick a car that's like 100, 200 horsepower or more power. Damn it. Okay, bit poor there. Like I was saying, any sort of oval race, I mean, we might just need to put it as a one make race, just so it's an even playing field. Otherwise, the AI would just pick cars that has over 100 horsepower more than me. Actually, how much horsepower does the Cayman GT4 has? So, okay. But let's finish this race first. Let's finish this race first. Yeah, we're gaining maybe like half a second every time we go through the slow corners. So maybe 1 second with the two corners combined, but then they gain like 2 seconds on the flat out sections. Yeah, not even. Yeah, this is rough. Okay, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're leaving a Countach behind those somehow. Okay, okay, okay. Let's just keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Watch the wall. We're somehow slowly reeling in the Corvette, but it's not quite enough because Ford GT already finished. Jesus. They pulled out a 30-second gap from us at least. Even to second place, that's a huge gap to the Mercedes. Okay, this is pretty bad finish. Oh, yeah. So fifth here. Okay. 13-second gap from first to second. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, we might just have to make the rule like where any future oval racing, we have to make it a one make. Otherwise, the AI will just pick cars that has way more power than us and just win automatically. It's not that we don't have a lot of horsepower. I mean, we have 430 horses here, but let me take a look. Okay, so the Chevrolet, I think that's a C5. Yeah, we do have more horses actually. So yeah, that was weird. Maybe he caught a good slipstream on the Porsche, hence why he sort of just flew off into the distance. We were reeling him in slowly at the end, but just not enough. Yeah, and I think we're still losing a little bit of time on the full power sections. Interesting. Again, maybe it's the ballast. Maybe because of the ballast, we're slowed quite a bit compared to what could be doing. Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, the Ford GT in 06 version, like 550 horsepower, 120 more than us on a on an oval. That's quite the huge difference. How about the GT4? Yeah, four, it has less again. That was weird. It just very easily pulled away from us. It was very weird. So what else? There's the Mercedes. It's on the AMG, I think. Actually, the GTS, 502, like 70 horsepower difference. And then there's also the Countach. We were leaving him in the dust for a bit near the end, but we were fighting quite hard at the start of the first half of the race. It's not here. 1 second. Do we have the car? Do we have the car in the garage somewhere, or? Uh, Italy. We don't. We don't have the car. Actual Lamborghini. Yeah, we don't actually have a lot of Lamborghinis in my garage. Interesting. But yeah, that was very weird. Anyway, let's show off the progress. 1 second. Okay, so we finish the four-wheel drive championship and the American championship. So after that is the Coupes Cup, 70 sports car, and the midship. Coupe Cup, we have quite a few choices. So Coupe Cup is any car that only has 2 doors. 70 sport car from the 70s. Midship, any car that has an MR drivetrain, mid-engine drivetrain. So if we second, the wrong one. So I swap back to the game. So for 2-door championship, for the coupe championship, we can. There's the Prius is 4-door. There's the M3. The BP limit is 570, so it would need a lot more upgrades. 570. Is this sport hard tires? It is sport hard tires. So what tires does Tuscan have? It is sport hard. Okay, interesting. So that's 4 doors. That's 4 doors. There's a roadster, but again, a lot of upgrades needed. S2K, still even more upgrades. The Sylvia, same deal, a lot more upgrades. The Evo is... Oh, we can use the Corvette though. We can use the Corvette. Is it? It's stock, pretty much. Okay. Yeah, that's a good choice, I suppose. Did I use this beforehand? Yeah, I did for the another American championship. Yeah, so suppose we can use a Corvette for a bit. Okay. Sorry, let me jump back into the garage. Yeah, I guess we'll use the Corvette for a bit. What's next? So that's 70s 70 sports cars. The PP limit is quite low at 470. So, and is this sports hard again? It is. So, how much? But if I like shift the ballast to give it a bit better weight distribution. Right? Still though, I prefer getting something that's yeah, I prefer not to mess with the car if I can help it. That is not too much. Okay, maybe is there like a year option here? By power, by weight. Car from the 70s. We're definitely looking at the used car dealership, that's for sure. There's the Fiat, but that's quite a big difference in horsepower to what's needed. There's a 3.0 CSL. It's a Mustang Mach 1. There's a Super B. Yeah, okay, so we can always look into a used car dealership for some other choices. Legends car. What's in here for this week at least? Land Cruiser. Yeah, 305. Barely see it's 470. Augusta is 2.0. Chevelle. Oh, right at the edge. Never mind. Oh, the E-Type is from the 60s. Okay. Same for the Corvette C2. Okay, so I guess we can look into a used car dealership for some options. But yeah, as soon as I add that sport hard tire, the PP of the car is going to increase by quite a bit. Like what's happening with the Stratos. Like if I put on the stock tires, it's only 447. And as soon as I put on sport hards, it goes up to 490. There's quite a big difference, so... Anyway, midship. So 545. We can definitely use the Stratos by put and add some upgrades into it. What else could we get though? That's mid-engine. I am a bit. I guess this has to be some sort of old supercar, I guess, or like old sports car that's mid-engine also. Like anything new, anything quite new will be. Wait, there is the 4C, I guess. Anything quite new will be quite hard to match, I think. I'm definitely racking my brain here for what's available. Oh, the Lauren. It's quite a big difference though, so yeah, I guess there is a 4C. How about the mono? Does that? Oh, that's quite high actually. I did not expect that. Um, yeah, but we'll look into that next time, I suppose. There's always time, and maybe we can always find something in the used car dealership. Um, but yeah, so that's it for this week. Next week I think I'll do a Wednesday again. That's when I'm free again. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time then. Um, have a good evening and rest of the week, and yeah, bye bye.